It's mean old Granny Anderson making cutout cookies with the grandkids. Here's one of them. Dean, Brent, Kara, and Grant.
I'm eating.
You're eating the cookie. Yeah, you're eating other stuff. Okay, today we're going to make cutout cookies. You can see I already have the cookie dough made up, and it's in the refrigerator. You have to refrigerate it for a little while after you make up the dough. And now here's all the different cookie cutters. They're going to be Christmas cookies. Today we're going to make the cookies, and then we'll have another day where we'll be frosting them. Okay, we just had the dough. Here's the dough to make the cookie dough. I had it covered up with plastic so it didn't get dried out. Now we're going to have, we got to put flour on the thing first. A sifter, which we fill up. We put some just regular flour in it. This is an old sifter that belonged to my mother-in-law. The one I had did burn up. So what we do is we take and we sprinkle flour on there with the sifter. Then we're going to get out some of the cookie dough. And it's been in the refrigerator for, 2 or 3 hours. This has probably been in a little bit longer than that. So you get out a handful. I'm going to take about a third. This is a large cookie recipe. But I'm going to take about a third of it. No jewelry on. And we're going to kind of work it in together a little bit like this. Very cold. It's good. And then you put a little bit of flour on the top. And we roll it out. It's supposed to be 1/4 of an inch thick for this recipe. And you keep moving it around back and forth so you get it all pretty evenly rolled out. Dean is filming this, and I'm going to have the kids do some too. So we get it down to about 1/4 of an inch. And it's there. That's close. And then we're going to just start. Kids, you can grab some cookie cutters, and what you want to do is you want to get them as close to the edge so you don't waste the dough, and kind of put them together. Make sure you put the sharp edge down. Let's see, how can we fit this one in? So you keep them so you don't waste much dough. Kind of just, and I'll let you guys grab them and just kind of fit them in wherever you can, as close to each other and as close to the edge. Yeah, they can actually be touching. Yeah. Clear even a little like there. And you won't waste, because you have to re-roll the dough out. You got the sharp edge down. Good.
Okay.
All right, now go on and just start pushing them down. Oh, we better get out the cookie sheets. Okay, you guys, let me get out a cookie sheet. I'm gonna stop this a minute. Okay, now they have pushed down on the cookies, and you might have to just gently push down with your finger, get them out.
All right.
And you probably want to keep at least an inch between them because they will raise up. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we better get the oven turned on. I gotta find. Yeah, if there's some that we haven't used, keep them separated from the ones that we have, so then we get them all made up.
Fell out before.
Oh, that's okay. Then what you can do is we can take a spatula and lift it out. Just, I'll show you. Here. Let me find a spatula. Just hit this is okay. You can see that we've got all the cookies on there. I forgot to get the oven on.
So suck it down, right?
And here, let's get the edges so that they kind of work them together so you won't have smooth edges. And then you can roll it.
You want me to put flour on?
Yeah, just a little bit of flour on the top so it doesn't
How'd you do
stick.
it like this?
Yep, good. All right, excellent. And then, okay, then you go ahead and somebody rolls it. Kara's gonna do it this time, and here we got a little dough that's stuck there. Now, the other thing that we should do is between times, you should put this back in the refrigerator so your dough stays nice and cold, because that will make it nice for cutting. Okay, and the oven's heating. Should have it heated up before. Okay, yeah, get Kara rolling it out. Look how good she's doing that. She's doing that very well.
You roll like a
But sometimes you do. These have worked out. This dough is great. I'm going to use this recipe again. So if any of you haven't used, go ahead and start laying them down. Keep the sharp edge down. And I'm going to get
I wonder if we
this
use this one yet.
One cookie cutting later.
in the oven at 350. And looking on the recipe, I suspect we're supposed to bake for about 8 minutes. Let's check the recipe. 6 to 8 minutes until the edges are lightly browned. So we'll set the timer. Whoops, way too high. I don't like the timer on this stove. Okay, start. All right. You guys got it down.
Oh. I just figured it.
I will warm it up.
Worse.
The other cookie sheet.
Oh my.
other tray up.
Just a minute, because if they're too close together, these will burn. So when you do that, let's see, those trays got too close together. I actually have to take this one out. This was a little bit of a mistake on my part. Let's see. Slip this out. You don't want the cookie trays too close together because it will burn. But you don't want them too close. Okay, now we're ready for this one. Slip that in. Thanks. Oh. There it goes. Okay. Now, we already had that for about 4 minutes, so that one will need to be in about 2 minutes longer. And let me dry this one off. So we have 2 trays in the oven. As you see how Dean is, if they come out of the cookie cutter before you get them over to the tray, you just use a spatula and lift them up. And
Or your hand.
or your hand if you can do it.
Without
Yeah.
breaking it.
The tray, the spatula usually makes it so that they don't lose their shape.
Get that.
You want another spatula?
Sure.
Let me see if I have Here's a good one. That should work. Okay.
Just gotta lift it up again.
I guess we should have on some Christmas music here. Be good.
Get on there.
Ooh, I can smell them. Bacon. They smell good. This is a... Yes. All right, now you can see that you have some leftover pieces after you get them, after you have the cookies all placed on there and the cookie. So what you want to do is just gather this up into a pile. And we're going to...
Can I mush it?
Yeah, and we're gonna mush it together. And if there's some still stuck on the cookie cutters, let's throw that in. And then what we will do, we'll mush it back together, but we're gonna mix it with some of the dough that's cold when we do the next batch. And in fact, we might turn on the other oven, and then we can bake. Wait, I wish I had another cookie sheet. So, yes. What do I have? This is a cookie sheet. I need to get, I have more cookie sheets up in the fridge. I don't have them here. Okay. So we got that mush back together. Oh, the timer's going off, so we check the cookies, and you'll need a, what did I do with my pot holder now? What did I do? Oh, here. What did I do with it? Oh, it's buried over there. Okay, so we need a pot holder, and we're gonna look at them, and they look just, I think, perfect. You just want them a little bit browned on the edge, and they're firm. And then this other batch we need to leave in for just a few minutes more. They look like they retained their shape pretty well. Let me reset the timer for the other batch. Just 2. And so then you just come back with your spatula, and you have a cooling tray. When I was growing up, my mom just used that old brown, grocery brown bag and opened it up. But you wanted to put them on something where they cool nicely. This is a tray that I have, so cool on a cooling tray, and you just dish them up with your spatula. Yep, and then we'll let you go, and then just lay them on the cooling tray, and your cookies are done. Our first batch is out.
The baking of the cookies is complete.
Yeah. So let them cool. And if you're going to frost them, we aren't probably going to do that today, but if you are going to frost them, then you need to let them cool, or otherwise they'll melt your frosting. And I've got another tray I'm going to put in. Excuse me, guys. And then that one. So I'm going to set a different timer. Alexa, set the timer for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now. By the way, if you need more time, just say snooze when your timer is ringing and I'll add another 5 minutes.
Thank you. All right. We're done for. Now our intention is to eventually frost some of these, but you can't wait forever to eat them. So here we are, enjoying the fruits of our labor without frosting. How do they taste?
Tastes pretty good.
You like them?
Amazing.
Now you probably need a glass of milk to go with them. We'll do another video on frosting them later. Part of our cookie making, this was a very, very thin turn of the edge that he rolled out very thin. Dean wanted to make the world's thinnest cookie. I think he succeeded, and it actually turned out. How's it taste?
Here, listen.
Very crispy. It's a very crispy cookie. Then,
Oh, God.
and then here are,
Dean made this one.
Dean also made this guy, what's that in the
that's
middle of
Greg
his
Heffley with
forehead?
his horn.
What's that? A horn in the middle of his head. And
that's Greg
Kara
Heffley.
made, tell us about your cookie,
I
Kara.
don't know, it's just a cookie with a face on it.
A cookie with a face
And
on
this
it.
is Greg Heffley with a horn.
Tastes so bad.
Is who with a horn?
Can I try some?
Greg Heffley.
Thanks for joining us. Have a good one. Bye. I didn't get to frost the cookies with the grandkids, but I did with my sister, and we had a great memory-making time.